Yep, Rosie. It's all happening. Coming to you live, myself, Ed Kavalee, and joining me is the man who's just finished wrapping up the Lions tour for Stan and is now deep in preparation for the Premier League. Adam Peacock, welcome.
Yeah. I've also written a factual series for them as well, so that'll be appearing on Stan Originals in the coming days.
What about
football transfers?
Oh, I thought you were serious. I was like, you're going to say it's a. Let me guess. A troubled cop has to go back to their small town where demons are revealed, and let me guess.
Sweetheart is waiting for him as well.
Well, she was until things changed one night that we all have to endure 100 flashbacks to try and work it out. I've got a system with these shows. You ready?
Hey.
Every time you start a mystery show on any streaming service, I can tell you who did it straight away.
Straight away.
Yep. You don't know the secret?
It's an 8-part series.
Doesn't matter. It can be 3,000 parts.
How long do you give yourself before you're disappointed that you haven't got it sooner?
No, I've always got it. I'm 100%.
How far in? Like 5?
Oh no! As soon as I see the person, I know. You ready? How I know?
Yeah. Why?
The first time you see a straight white male who has a job,
Okay.
they did it.
Fair enough.
They're the last bad guys left. They're the
So
last ones.
Stability
Preferably rich, but we'll accept sort of on the fringes if we have to.
So relative stability, or what we know in Western society as relative stability, is the cover for their alter ego, which goes out and creates these.
Yeah, sort of. But also just like, he's white and he's a man. He must have done it. And he has, every time. If I'm wrong, let me know. Someone send me a mystery series where that's not the case, and I'll say, yeah, fair enough.
James Dodd, he isn't the white man with the job who is now unfortunately behind bars in real life. He's actually sick this week. He's not one.
Mate, there's something going on. How sick? Everyone's sick.
It's called winter, I think.
I'm
not. It's just a wild guess.
It's well spotted. Yeah, but so he's probably in. So okay, but there's plenty of football to talk about. We've got Noah Botic coming up.
Yes. Well, technology pending, but yeah, he's hoping that he'd be good.
So is he? Because of course, Western United Academy product.
Yes.
16 teams, it was reported, Adam, that were chasing him.
Yes. He was a wanted suitor because he had proven himself in a professional league and scored many, many goals. And Western United did the right thing by his development in that sense. And he was actually a free transfer because I don't know the details why, but Western United hadn't had him tied to a long-term contract. So there was no transfer fee. That equation out of it for a lot of clubs. And it was 14 to 16 clubs, I'm led to believe, were interested in him. We'll ask him. We'll say, how do you choose from the buffet? It's like he went to Football Sizzler and just didn't know where to. Like, how did he choose that he actually wanted to go to the potato bake and he just didn't fill up on the? Remember that really thick bread that they had there?
Yeah, the garlic, the cheesy bread. Now listen, you've stumbled into the only thing I know about, and that stuff is there. Buffets. So that's what's called a phrase coined by my friend Simon Griner. You can find him at The Cardboard Dad on the internet. He's a very talented person. He invented the phrase non-delicious filler, which is where they give you sparkling water and bread and potatoes because they don't want you to eat the higher quality items of meat in the buffets. That's why you always refuse any bread.
Yes. And sparkling water. Is
that
a filler?
Yeah, it expands in your stomach.
Does it?
Well, it doesn't expand, but it's already got the bubbles in it, so it's less. You'll eat slightly less, and you don't feel like eating less. If you just eat, you can try it yourselves, everybody. If you have like 2 glasses of sparkling water and then try and scoff food, you'll just feel it's a bit much.
Are you telling me that the bubbles maintain?
Don't think so. No. It's something about how I can't remember, but there was a down sparkling, and then trying to keep no. That's so often why they'll give it to you at the start of the restaurant, so you're already starting to feel. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. But that's for those who don't drink wine. I think wine has I don't know, does wine make you want to eat more or less?
I don't know, I don't drink it.
So, football-wise, before Noah joins us, what's on your mind this week, football-wise?
I actually I would say I'm enjoying this month in the world of football as opposed to the previous month, even though there was a Club World Cup going on, because I just love starting my day, even before I have my coffee, even before I have my glass of water, even before I let go of some flatulence that's been building up overnight.
Fantastic.
Possibly because of sparkling water at the
Maybe.
dinner the night before. I want to read about transfers and updates. David Ornstein is my guy at the moment. I'm just all over everything that comes out of his mouth. It's a great time of year, is it not?
He's great, and he does a really good job. And there's a number of phrases, like Football Cliches, that show. I'm sure they've covered this many times, but there's so many phrases attached to it, which is edging closer is something that I like. Heavily linked is another one, which I'd love to work. I'd love to know what heavily linked means. Like, what does that mean?
As opposed to linked.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Heavily linked.
Heavily linked.
The trail's gone cold, I heard the other day. Like it was a cold case. There's someone trying to think. And then, yeah, I agree with you. So it looks as though...
Turned to 2.
Attention has turned. I love attention has turned. So it looks like Arsenal have got a few players they wanted.
Yes. Gyökeres. It looks like it's across the line. That was verging on a saga. I think it fits the saga brief. If you put it into a
I'd go
folder.
saga. Yeah, transfer saga. Yep.
Saga was one of those folders you put in that little, I don't know, bright yellow manila folder and say saga. Zubimendi is potentially the best signing of the season.
I know. So quiet. What is it about the Basque players that I know that they obviously, strongly feel their own identity, but man, have you ever seen one of them give it the big one, or as they say when they get signed, or what is it? There's a humility, a quiet.
Kicked out of them as a kid.
Yeah, they work so hard, and there's so much variation in the types of players that they can produce and the talents that they can produce. But you've never seen them one like there's an issue with Basque play here. I don't know. Maybe I'm generalizing too much, but I don't know. I've just never. They just don't seem to kick up stinks. Maybe we don't. Yeah, you're right.
There's I can't remember a Basque player doing a Nicholas Bentner with their career, for instance.
That's very good. So what about just on the Nicholas Bentner, that made me think of, so Botic has gone to Austria, but there's a lot of Australians that are on the move at the moment. We are obviously Watford have got Nestor Irukunda, and then there's been a couple of others. Have you any others that I might have missed that you've seen? Any other Australian players that have had a decent move go their way?
Yeah, so we've got the guys that have gone to Scotland, and I haven't actually caught up with the European qualification because Zach Sapsford, who we had friend of the show, he went to Dundee. They're in Europe. They're trying to qualify for, I think, a Conference League, for instance. I did note this week Marcus Eunice from Western Sydney Wanderers is back played in the Australia Cup match, but he's meant to be moving overseas. But just on Nestori, bit of background on that. Why Watford? Why would he go to the Championship? That really doesn't suit. It's Bayern Munich, Watford. Bayern Munich have basically sold him to Watford, but with an immense amount of conditions about it, i.e. if you become very good, we get half the transfer fee. So if he lights it up for Watford, they sell him for 30 million, which is not beyond the realms of possibilities because of that. Then Bayern Munich get half of that money because they believe in him, but they just think perhaps he's better off developing somewhere, and he's gone to a system where there's Italian owners, a Spanish influence, I think, with the coaching at the moment there. Watford seem to change owners all the time, which is not unusual with the Italian influence there. As you know, Ed, they don't have a lot of patience, but there is a project in place there that Nestori suits at the moment. So many people might think, why has he gone there? Well, he's gone there because of the setup of the club in their current climate, and hopefully he can develop and become that, I don't know, $20, $30 million player. Who knows? Australia's
in desperate need of it. We haven't had a men's somewhat superstar for a long time. We haven't had a men's somewhat superstar for two generations now, I would say.
And someone who is going to go, whoa, and instead of said NRL, AFL player signs mega $1.2 million a year deal, oh my God, you're right. Nestor Irukunda gets sold for €30 million. Yeah, that's
the AFL,
that's the world football economy.
The AFL, and we cross now live to someone who, our chief football writer, who's just in another room at the same place, but just in front of a screen. With some news on such and such's deal with the Eagles. Yeah, my information is that he's going to sign a 6-year something million deal. Okay. Sorry, what else was he going to do?
Exactly. Take up croquet.
What else? What were the other options? What are you talking about? I love AFL reporters. Their ability to... It's one of the hardest jobs in the media. To try and find something to talk about every day is nothing short of remarkable.
In a saturated market, where at least with football, yes, it's a saturated media market, but there is so much to talk... Like, just before we came on this podcast, I did the old transfer market. What's happening in Italy? Because I'm speaking to my friend Ed, who knows Serie A really well. It kind of skipped over me. I maybe would have read it on a timeline somewhere, but I forgot about it. Retegui, who is an outstanding striker for Atalanta, off to Saudi. 60
I just-
million euro.
That's what I wanted to. That was my topic before Noah came on. So, Retegui, found in Argentina by Mancini, and when Italy didn't have a number 9, and given a go in the national team, right? And didn't speak Italian. This is what's unheard of. Well, it's just sort of a reverse, because the Italians have been naturalizing Argentinians since day dot. I mean, my club, Internazionale, is partly based on that exact premise. So this is this is not that unusual. It just hasn't happened for a while.
So Retegui is the Milan Ivanovic of Italian.
That's great.
Milan.
He'd love that.
Australia couldn't speak English.
And he would love that. Then goes to Genoa and only scores 8 goals. However, he's doing okay for the national team. The national team's not very good. Then, this last season, here he goes. Oh my goodness. Would you please welcome, all the way from a mystery location, Noah Botic. Welcome.
Here we go.
Actually recording every hour, so
We've already
Oh,
started, Noah.
beautiful.
This is all.
I do. I just need a shirt. That's all right.
No, we don't. No, none of us have got one of those. Noah, welcome to Rose FC. Thank you for joining us.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
Where do we start? First things first, where are you? It looks like you're in a hostage situation, so just say my captors are treating me well. Where on earth are you?
Airbnb.
In which country?
In an Airbnb in Austria.
In Vienna?
In Vienna. That's correct.
This
Yeah.
is wonderful.
Yes.
Could
It's
you...
about
Yeah.
like 10-minute drive, 15-minute drive from the city, like the center kind of areas.
excellent.
Not like the city center. It's a bit kind of dodgy, but you know, got to do what you got to do.
It's a bit
dodgy.
It's a bit kind of dodgy.
It's not dodgy. Nothing with football transfers is dodgy. Don't worry about it now.
Nah, but Vienna's but like in all honesty, Vienna's beautiful. Like it's so nice. It's unreal.
Yeah.
My first question is, well, firstly, yes or no, do you drink coffee?
Not like massively. I'm not a massive coffee drinker, but like I'll have it every now and then.
Well, it's
But yeah,
because I've had friends who've gone to Vienna, and the highest price I think I've ever heard anywhere in the world being paid for coffee was in Vienna, and it was 17 euro. So yeah,
really.
good luck with
Wow.
that. Maybe stick to
Yeah, well it's
water.
good. Exactly, it's good that I'm not a coffee drinker. I mean, I've seen like coffees and like lattes here. It's like €9, which is like $17, $16 converted.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so congratulations on the move. So obviously you did a great job with Western United, and then signed for Austria Wien in the Austrian league. So first things first, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Incredible. So Adam, do you want to ask the question, because we're so interested in the amount of teams that were chasing you?
Yeah, like Noah, you had, I'm led to believe, between 14 and 16 like serious suitors, like people who really inquired with your agent, or maybe through Western United and then onto your agent because you're out of contract. We were discussing this before you came on, so you basically gone to the big football buffet of options. So how did you select the one that you actually wanted? Tell us about the process of whittling it all down and the research that you did.
Yeah. Okay, so mainly it was throughout the whole season, to be honest. Like it's always like we always knew it was my last year on the contract, and I knew it was going to be a tough decision to stay at Western or to go overseas. And for me, like at this age, it was. I feel like it was an age where I feel like I had to sort of make this move, and I had a good season, and I was finding myself. And Western did help me with so much in that past 4 years to get my body right to go overseas, and I felt like it was time. So it didn't start kind of flowing properly until after February, March-ish. I actually had a opportunity to go in the transfer window during the season, during January.
Everyone.
And there was a few clubs in Holland, Netherlands, in the second division of Eredivisie that I would have gone to. And this came down to like the last couple of days of the window. So like I packed up like all my stuff in Melbourne.
Wow.
You know, potentially getting ready to go overseas. And then just on the last day, just kind of didn't work out, fell through and stuff like that. So I thought,
Just on that note, how does that, when you say just didn't work out, how do you find that out? You know, like what's the actual moment to moment of finding out? Nope, unpack.
it's just sort of financial stuff. Like
But do you get a phone call, or what happens I'm not saying I don't need the details. I mean, how do you find out?
like it's a conversation between my agent and the club, and obviously there's that time difference. So it's a bit
Yes.
tough to sort of get things quickly moving forward and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it was a slow process, but my agent is always like on the phone 24/7 with them as much as they can. When it didn't work out, he just let me know. Thought, okay, yeah, no worries.
Hmm.
So then, obviously, then myself, I'm thinking, okay, by that point, I'm just focused on the rest of this season, doing as best as I can, scoring as many goals, and then just get as many opportunities as possible. Which, God willing, and thankfully, had a good rest of the season, and which was able to get these these offers and stuff like that. But like I said, it was probably March, February where it kind of started rolling and rolling, and just sort of one after another club put in an offer, another club put in an offer. It gets sent to my agent, and then he sends it to me like by an email and stuff like that, and we just kind of go back and forth about, okay, is this the club that I want to go to? We'll just kind of push that off to the side. If there's a higher
Okay.
club, okay,
Now,
we'll put it
be
on
honest
a
with
list.
yourself. Be honest with yourself. Had you heard of every club that was trying to sign you?
No.
How much Googling were
I'll
you
be
doing?
honest, there were some clubs in Finland. There was some clubs in Slovenia.
Yeah.
There was some in Turkey, and then obviously just all over Asia, like Iran and
Wow.
and
Wow.
stuff. Like just some rogue ones. Like I'd get
Some rogue ones.
I'd get some DMs on Instagram from different agents, from all over Asia and Middle East and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it, Noah?
Wow.
Everyone
Yeah.
thinks, oh, you've got an agent, so no one else approaches you. It's purely your agent who you've got a
Yeah.
relationship, Nathan from Cove Sports. He's the only one that is going to talk for you. That's not how it works. Your
It's-
data pops up on some platform somewhere. An old mate over there in Western Belgium goes, I'm going to get hold of this kid. I'm going to go nick him and give him a great proposition in some part of the world he's never heard of.
Yeah, exactly. But like if you've like with me with these sort of clubs and different agents, how I was able to get some other offers was from an agent, and I said, look, if there is some promising sort of results here potentially, I'll just pass his number on to Nathan, my agent, and then they can sort of work out,
Yeah.
an opportunity. If it aligns with our pathway and stuff like that, then we'll consider it and stuff like that, and we'll put it on the list. So that was going from February until April and pretty much May as well, and a little bit into the off season as well. So that's where just all the clubs were accumulating and stuff. Yeah, just like you said, 16 offers. I reckon it was even more than that with all the smaller clubs and stuff like that. But like 16 to 20 of like kind of European sort of standard, and that's where obviously were my first choices and where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
Do you have a? Is it like America's Got Talent, where you get it down to a final 10, and then you get it down to a final 5, and then you have a live Instagram program where you actually put up the logos of each club and then make them disappear? And
That's
then
fun.
it's down to
That's
one.
actually
It's
fun.
Austria Vienna. You win the
fun.
golden ticket
Yeah, sort of.
without the Instagram live part.
Not the live part, just everything else apart from it. Okay, what's this club offer? What's this club not offer? What sort of league are they in? Where's that? Where also what's the environment like? Where they're situated in Europe and stuff like that, and just kind of like what are the people like? You look at like everything, because I feel like as an Aussie going overseas, you got a bigger part of it is being outside of football, having a balance as well, making sure you're situated well, comfortable with where you live, and it makes it so much easier.
So was it Jagger? There was an Australian at Austria Wien a little while ago. Am I getting that wrong? Was it Jimmy G? Oh, Holland.
It
Sorry,
was
Holland.
James
Yeah.
Recent. He just retired last season, and then obviously there was Jimmy Jagger and Dulitzer. I'm not sure his first name. He was a goalkeeper.
Okay.
Like
Did you talk to any of them?
James Holland, actually, when we had the meeting and stuff with Vienna, because obviously all these clubs, you get on a meeting, you get on a call, and they kind of like sell you the club as much as they can, their tactics and information about the club. James Holland was on the call with Nathan and I, and yeah, just to be there to kind of
That's good. That's nice.
help sell the thing, and it was good to hear an Aussie sort of accent and voice.
Yeah. Hey, James Holland went overseas for a very long time, but you can take the boy out of Budgie Boy, but you can't take the Budgie Boy out of the boy. I'm pretty sure Budgie Boy, all Dutchy. I'm sorry if it's not. He's actually got a gig with Oliver Glasner at Crystal Palace as an assistant.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's great.
he's done well.
Okay.
But like, what's on that presentation then? Like, how detailed do they go? Do you feel like the whole time you're being sold something, or is it very personable and straight to the point?
It all depends. Some will go for half an hour, some will go for over an hour. Like it's how invested the coach is, I guess. Like some meetings there'll be a coach on it, some meetings there'll just be the sports director, some meetings there'll be the president and all, the above. So obviously that kind of paints you a picture about
Yeah.
who's more interested and who's more
Yeah.
kind of invested. And then on the presentation, there'll be, just playing style, how they play offensively, defensively. They'll show us videos, and then they'll show us the facility. They'll show us the environment and the place around the area. And then, I'll ask some questions about like just kind of individual development and stuff like that. What does the coach think that I can work on while I'm over there and stuff like that? What will he can help me with? So just kind of things like that. So yeah, it's a long process.
And so now you're in an Airbnb in Vienna. So now you just live in Vienna. You're a 23-year-old who lives by himself in Vienna. Like it's just you.
Well, at the moment, my mum's here, so she's helping me
That's
out.
cute.
Yeah,
That's
so
cute.
she's able to work remote stuff like that. So it's
Okay. And have you started German lessons?
well, I've already learned a bit of German from when I was over there.
Of course.
In Germany 2 years,
Yeah.
so I know some stuff.
Yeah.
I can get by with the sort of small little communication, sort of basic stuff. But when it comes to long conversations, I've got no clue. Like they just start rambling on, and I'm just like, yeah, all right, you've lost me. You've lost me.
You've lost me. And what about, have you fired up your Tinder and your Hinge? Is that been set up?
No, I'm not.
You clown.
Your mum might be in the room, but you never know. He's a young man. He's a young man. That's all right.
No, skip over that.
That's right. So they've given you the number 9 shirt. By the way, when you're ready, I need I'll buy it online when I can translate the German. But I love that purple Nike kit, the violet Austria Wien kit is so nice. And they've given you number 9. That's a good vote of confidence.
Yeah. It's I was speaking with the sports director and stuff like that. After we had a friendly game against Hertha Berlin, on Friday.
How'd you go?
We played well. We unfortunately lost 2-1, but like it was only a friendly game. Had some chances. I think hit the post. And their keeper was just like on steroids or something. I suppose he was making. Where honestly,
Game of his life.
he was really good. And then like we're just talking with the sports director after the game. My mum and myself. And they're just saying, we're so glad that you're here. It's almost like, they're the ones that are, happy that I'm here, but I feel like I'm just happy to be here.
That's great.
I'm glad they've, scouted me and stuff like that, and they're interested in me. So yeah, which is nice.
Obviously, Western United have done really well, and they've got a good young crop of players coming through. That off field, they're kind of trying to work things out, and hopefully they get through this period because they look to be a club with behind the scenes trying to do things the right way. But when you jump into an environment like you are in the middle of Europe, really established team, rich history in their domestic league and a little bit of history in European competitions, what jumps out at you about the day-to-day about being a footballer?
Just the sort of consistency of everything. Like here in pre-season, it's pretty much like every single day. At Western, we'll get 1 or 2 days off. And the big difference is obviously with pre-season, it's a lot different with, the distance and the time of it. Obviously over here, it's like 6 weeks or something, but majority of it is just playing games, playing as much as game time as possible. It will get you match fitness. Whereas Australia, it's a bit more tough. You're versus lower league teams. You can't play teams that are on that sort of same level and stuff like that, consistently and stuff like that. But just also like it helps you out so much being here with the facilities and stuff like that. You can look after your body as much as you can. I got saunas and stuff like that, ice bars. Even though we had it at Western, which was good. Just the availability of everything. So it's
When's your first home game in the league? When is that?
3rd of August, but we've actually got a Conference League game, qualified game tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a Georgian side.
Yeah, a 2nd division Georgian side. I think they won like their cup over there, so that's able to make it through. So that's the first leg, and then the next leg is obviously over there in Georgia, which is the next week. So I can tick that off. some of the
Yeah. Mate, if you make that Conference League, if you play in that league phase of you are going to go to places you didn't know existed. Yeah,
so
it's an unreal
that's
competition.
one of the reasons why I came here as well. So you obviously look at teams where they're going to play in, like if Europa League, the amount of game time. So with the normal league, they play about 30 games, and hopefully with Conference League, there'll be another 6 to 8, and then obviously the Cup. So it's over 40 games potentially if we sort of go all the way and play as much as possible.
So as we record, you could be making your competitive debut for Austria Wien tomorrow.
Not for the season, but for Conference League and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, for conference, that's what I mean. Yes, which is, competitive. So that's so. How do you feel? This is so exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting, but I feel like it's just another game. That's just kind of how I am.
Don't let the Georgians hear that. My goodness. Yeah. Tbilisi will be on fire.
Hopefully they're not watching this.
Yeah, they're not watching this. You go.
Sorry, Ed. Domestically, Rapid Vienna and Austria Vienna. I call it Vienna, but it's obviously the native tongue called something different. But have you looked at when those derbies on? Have you been told about those derbies? Because, we got our A-League derbies here, but I could imagine that isn't one where everyone gets showered with rose petals and it's rainbows and unicorns as the players come onto the pitch, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's a lot more, I'm saying, violent over here. Like it's, I've been told about the derbies. I've seen like videos and YouTube clips like that. I'm not sure when we versed them, but I do know I was speaking with one person at the club that I think it was 1 to 2 seasons ago they had a ban put on both clubs from their away fans coming to home games.
Yes.
That to me, that's when it's like, okay, that's a proper derby. That's when it's
So the last 3 or 4 games, I think, from each team, 3 games from each team, their away fans couldn't come to watch the game. So obviously, the first game, which is against them in their stadium, our fans can't come to watch. But then by then, the ban is ended. So then their fans can come to our stadium to support them.
27th of September, my friend. That's the date to circle in your calendar.
There you go. I knew it was beginning of the season, like early and stuff like that. So there you go. Can't wait for that. But I've heard I'm not out walking in public and stuff like that, but I've seen a couple people with Austria Wien tops, and I just kind of look at them saying, better than you. Just like,
that is wonderful. I
love
wonderful.
I smile like little kids, just like they've got no idea. It's just it's funny.
That is great.
In 2 months' time, there'll be people going to the games with your name and your number on the back. That'll be a flip out.
Yeah, hopefully that'll be pretty cool. I think once obviously you start playing games, then obviously you'll get a bit more recognised. But at the moment, just only played one game, like that pre-season game, and there was just under 10,000 fans that came.
Wait, 10,000 at a pre-season game for a friendly?
Yeah. So it's
no wonder the Berlin keeper decided to go have his best. Oh my god! He saved a penalty.
Of course he did.
Hang on, have you put your paw up for penalty duties? Did you say, this is why I should be taking them?
It was in the second half, so I came off in the first half. Or I came off at half time, so I played the first half. So they're just kind of managing me at the time.
Yeah, fair enough. Are you the penalty taker? Have you won that job?
There's not been like a test or anything.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
If and when we do get a pen, I'm going to try and take the ball, but there's quite a few penalty takers already in this team, so it's going to be tough considering I'm a new player.
That's fun. That is.
There we go. Austria Vienna first Bundesliga game of the season. There's just one of those YouTube clips, Ed, that we love to see.
Players fighting over the ball.
4 blokes fighting. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Outstanding. No, I was just going to say, lifestyle-wise, anything else? Or I'm guessing you're just being absolutely smashed in pre-season training, so you've got no time other than to train, sleep, eat at the moment.
Well, pretty much. Like it's a normal sort of schedule. Like obviously it was difficult to come on with you guys because every single day is just
we
wanting to be in at 8:30, leave at like 3ish, 2:30, 3ish, By then, it's just the time difference doesn't help.
No.
Nah,
But
no,
that's
that's it. You're there. We are so excited. Thank you so much for taking time. I'm going to give you the top 5 tips for young adults in Austria, in Vienna, and you just tell me yes or no if you're interested in these. These are according to Google, Noah. Are you ready? Number 1.
It's AI.
This is AI. Okay. The Battle Kart Vienne. Experience indoor go-karting with a twist. Yes or no?
I'd love that. So I love that. So yeah, why not? Yes.
Okay. The Vienna Woods. Explore the natural beauty of the Vienna Woods.
I don't
Girlfriend.
I don't mind a bit of nature, to be honest. So I'll say yes.
I don't mind a bit of nature. That's great. Here we go. The Schönbrunnerbad. Enjoy swimming and sunbathing at this popular outdoor pool.
Outdoor pool. I haven't been to pools, but there's people that swim in a river, so I reckon I'd recommend that one.
Okay. All right. Last one. Here we go.
3 for 3.
The Museums Quarter. Relax and enjoy the vibrant atmosphere of this cultural hub.
Gonna be a 50-50 on that one. I'm kind of
And of course, the final one, the world famous Vienna Opera.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
not a big opera. But
That's only when you're actually trying to impress someone.
That is
You've got
so-
to keep that one up the sleeve. Noah.
maybe when I'm older or something. You never know. I might change.
Take your mum to the opera. She'd love it. Be a nice boy. Take your mum to the opera.
I'll think about it.
That's excellent. All right. Noah Botich, hey, first things first, congratulations. You've had a great season. We're so excited for this move. Thank you for making time. We'd love to catch up with you again during the season. And, mate, it's just a great story, and we're really looking forward to following it.
No worries. Thanks, guys. Thanks, man.
Good on you,
Noah.
brother.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Take care.
Yeah. He's still on. He's off. What a nice young man.
He did. Now, we record this with the technology that we use. Is his uploaded, or do I need to message him?
Just quickly message him.
Quickly message him?
Yeah.
Because when...
He can leave it open in his phone. Just leave it open in his phone.
Yeah, cool. When we started that, I actually just got a message from my wife to say, "Where are you? You were meant to be picking me up from work."
No, you poor thing.
I should be right. She hitchhiked. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Rosed's more important, Ed. Rosed
Jesus.
is more
Oh,
important.
that is. You say, sorry, I'm telling you, a nice 23-year-old man. Goodness me, we're at that. Well, thank you to Noah Botich and thank you to Mrs. Peacock for not hating us. So before we go, there's plenty going on. My sources, I can't reveal too much at the moment, but my sources are telling me that the AC Milan Como Serie A official match
Oh, the one in Perth, allegedly.
is, because AC are about to be in Perth, so grab your tickets if you can, because I know AC are bringing a full-strength squad, because it's apparently very important to their now Allegri, their their coach who's come back, that they all show up and
Yeah, it's pretty
work. Yeah, so, here he is. Hey, Mr. Botich. Yeah, there he goes. All right, good man.
all good.
All good, buddy. We're just going to leave it. We'll go so that it's there. Thanks, mate. Just leave it open, and then we'll tell you. Thanks, mate.
Nice.
All right. So Mr. Botich can use his phone again. We'll go now, and we'll catch up with you again soon.
No, don't leave us hanging about the Perth Como.
Oh, sorry.
AC Milan Como.
My information is that the Italian side are the ones dragging their feet because they are fighting over the redevelopment of the San Siro. And AC Milan very smartly have said, well, if you can't let us play there, we need to play somewhere. We might need to go and do this, and it'll bring money into the league. And it is my information that it's the Italian side in Italy that may be the issue, not anything else.
Yeah, so it's a threat posed upon the San Siro, owners of the proprietors of that particular ground.
The council.
They sort it out, otherwise we're out of here. What's the bet? Because they said they're out of here, they'll sort it out.
You're right.
That's
So,
how we
bad luck, Perth. All right, that's us. We'll catch you again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye now.
Cheers.